Ever wondered what made General George Patton, one of America's most successful military leaders, so eccentric and controversial? Patton was born in California in 1885 into a family with a long line of military heritage. His lineage traced back to the American Revolution, suggesting a destiny in military service. Yet, he faced an early challenge: dyslexia, which made reading and writing difficult. But Patton never took the easy route. His dyslexia propelled him towards military history. He relied heavily on auditory learning, listening to his father's tales of ancient warriors and legendary battles. These stories ignited a passion in him that only grew with time. Despite dyslexia, Patton was committed to an education fitting a future general. He was homeschooled, focusing on classic literature and history, then attended Virginia Military Institute and the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. His educational path wasn't smooth, but Patton's tenacity carried him through. His pursuit of a military career was not only about continuing a family legacy, but proving he could conquer any challenge. His drive, his tenacity, his unyielding determination, these were the qualities that later distinguished him as a leader. But what truly set Patton apart was his novel approach to warfare, his propensity for risk, and his unapologetic character. These traits made him one of the most unique figures in American military history. His life was full of obstacles that honed him into the unconventional general we now know. Patton's early life was filled with challenges that shaped him into the unconventional general we know today. Patton's military career was as unconventional as his personality. His journey into becoming a warrior began at the United States Military Academy at West Point. Here, he developed into a true soldier, trained to face any adversity. Patton's training was rigorous, pushing him to his physical and mental limits. Despite the challenges, he thrived, growing more resilient with each test. Patton's journey didn't stop at West Point. Unexpectedly, he participated in the 1912 Olympic Games, representing the United States in the modern pentathlon. This event, designed to mimic the versatile skills of a 19th-century cavalry officer, included swimming, fencing, horse riding, shooting, and running. Patton's involvement in the Games demonstrated his physical prowess and unwavering commitment to master all aspects of warfare. When World War I broke out, Patton saw it as his opportunity to demonstrate his worth on the battlefield. He was assigned to the fledgling United States Tank Corps. Here, he displayed his inventive military tactics, pioneering the use of tanks in warfare. Was a firm believer in speed and aggression, principles that would later become his signature style in World War II. Yet, Patton's distinctiveness didn't end there. He held a strong belief in reincarnation, claiming to have been a warrior in multiple past lives. Patton was convinced that these past lives provided him unique insights into battle strategies, allowing him to draw from centuries of warfare experience. This belief, although unconventional, underscored his dedication to understanding warfare in all its complexities. Patton's military training, his participation in the Olympic Games, and his role in World War I all helped shape him into the warrior he became. His innovative military strategies led to a revolution in the use of tanks in warfare, while his belief in reincarnation added a layer of mystique to his persona. Patton's belief in reincarnation and his innovative strategies marked him as a unique presence in the military. Patton's peculiarities didn't stop at his belief in reincarnation. General George Patton was a man of many quirks. One of his most noticeable idiosyncrasies was his conviction in the power of lucky charms. He had a collection, which included a pair of dice, a horseshoe, and a rabbit's foot. Each charm was special to him, and he felt they played a pivotal role in his battlefield success. Patton's choice of weaponry was even more unique. Unlike most generals who were satisfied with standard sidearms, Patton carried an ivory-handled revolver. This wasn't a fashion statement, but a symbol of his belief that a general should be distinguishable on the battlefield. However, Patton's peculiarities went beyond personal beliefs. They often dictated his actions, sometimes leading to controversy. The most notable was the slapping incident. In August 1943, Patton visited a hospital in Sicily where he encountered a soldier suffering from battle fatigue. Considering the soldier a coward, Patton struck him, an act that was heavily criticized and nearly ended his career. Nevertheless, Patton was a respected military leader. His bold tactics and unorthodox methods often led to victories. His belief in morale and discipline, although criticized at times, urged his troops to exceed their perceived limits. Patton's peculiarities, coupled with his leadership style, made him one of the most intriguing figures in military history. Despite his controversies, Patton was a respected and effective military leader. The final years of Patton's life were as eventful as his military career. After breakthrough victories in World War II, Patton became renowned. His bold strategies and innovative tactics were pivotal in the Allied success. His open opinions occasionally caused tension with his superiors. During the last stages of the war, Patton led the U.S. Third Army across Europe. His next role was to command the 15th Army, focusing on historical research. This role clashed with Patton's love for frontline combat. Controversy arose when Patton criticized the denazification policy, suggesting that former Nazis should assist in rebuilding Germany. These comments led to his removal from command in 1945. In a shocking turn of events, Patton's life ended shortly after in a car accident. The abrupt end to a life full of action stirred the enigma of General Patton. Despite controversy, Patton's legacy is clear. His military strategies have been studied and adopted in later conflicts. Focus on swift, forceful tactics transformed warfare and secured his place among history's greatest military strategists. Beyond his strategic brilliance, Patton's unique personality and methods left an imprint on the military. His relentless drive, ambition, and temper made him an intriguing figure, both during his life and posthumously. Patton's unconventional methods and personality left a lasting mark on the military, making him one of the most intriguing figures in American history. So, what do we take away from the life of this unconventional general? General George S. Patton was not your average military leader. His methods and strategies, while often unorthodox, were nothing short of brilliant, and they left many of his contemporaries puzzled, intrigued, and sometimes downright astonished. Patton's unique and daring tactics were the hallmark of his military career, and these tactics were not always met with understanding or even approval from those who watched from the sidelines. Yet it was his unwavering, indomitable spirit that frequently set him apart from others. Even in the face of immense challenges, his spirit never waned. It only grew stronger. Patton was a risk-taker, a daredevil of sorts whose courage and determination were second to none. His novel approach strategy and his sharp strategic acumen helped to cement his place in the annals of military history. But Patton's legacy is not a simple one. It's a complex tapestry woven with threads of controversy, and he was often at the center of heated debates, his actions and decisions scrutinized and dissected. Yet it is this very dynamic nature of his life and career that continues to captivate and fascinate us, even decades after his death. Despite his controversies, General Patton remains an iconic figure, a testament to the power of individuality and innovation in the face